What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. I put the prompt up on my Instagram so you guys could ask me questions, so we're gonna answer those today. The first one, what is the best golf course I have golfed with my dad? The best golf course that him and I have ever played together is probably, I'd say my favorite golf course that him and I have ever played together is the Madison Club out in Palm Desert, California. That's one of probably the nicest golf course also that I think I've ever played. Also, I'll give you three. Madison Club, and then we've also played Pebble and Spyglass. Playing Spyglass is probably my second favorite just because the layout and everything was right on the water the whole time. Sorry, last one. The Dominican Republic has a resort where there's 5 golf courses. I don't know the name of all 5, nor do I know how to pronounce all of them. But that is I would say my fourth favorite courses, areas that I've played golf. So the Madison Club, number 1, Spyglass, what are the other 2? Albany, and the Dominican Republic. All right, the second question that someone asked was, who is the fastest runner in Good? I don't know, cause, I guess whenever we make hole-in-ones, we obviously run to the hole, and the 2 people that I've seen actually run really fast are Bubby and Luke. So between the 2 of them, I would love to see a foot race to see who would win. So Bubby or Luke are my guess. Moving on to question 3. What are your thoughts on one-length clubs like Bryson uses? I've never really thought about one-length clubs, and I don't know if that's just 4-iron to pitching wedge or if it's 4-iron through sand wedge or 3-wood and driver included as well. I don't know. I mean, golf is a very personal game, and whatever suits your swing the best is what you got to do. I personally have different length clubs for the way that I play my golf game. So however your game is tailored is how you should have your clubs set. That's why I get fitted for mine. So if you ever have the chance to get fitted, it really drastically changes your game. But yeah, I mean, hey, Bryson's a really good golfer and he has one length clubs. So he's got that going for him. All right, question number 4. 4, right? Yeah. What are you shooting at Augusta? Okay, so I actually thought about this question a lot because I saw it the other day and I was really interested. Right now, if I were to go out to Augusta National in tournament conditions, like everything is perfect with the fast greens, probably anywhere from 85 to 90, if I'm being completely honest. I mean, if I have a good day, maybe 80. I don't know if I'm breaking 80 at that golf course though from the tips. But when the pros out there they have trouble sometimes. So if they struggle out there, I know for sure that I would struggle because I'm just an average golfer. But yeah, I'd say anywhere from like 80 to 90. All right, one of my favorite questions because I love them, but this is a food related question. What are my favorite French fries? I'd say my favorite French fry is probably a sweet potato fry in waffle fry form. I tried them, I think Topgolf had them one time, and I've tried them at like other steakhouses. They'll have them as like a side, but sweet potato waffle fries are my favorite. If it's a regular French fry, waffle fries.
From where? So sweet potato fries from Topgolf.
Sure, yeah. And then regular waffle fries, when they're fresh, Chick-fil-A is pretty good, but I honestly haven't had any other waffle fries from anywhere else. Okay. So Chick-fil-A waffle fries. Okay. All right, moving on to the next question. This one's a little bit of a meaty question, but it says, how do you deal with your father's fame? For my whole life, obviously my dad played baseball from before I was even born till I was 22. So he had a lot of success, obviously became a celebrity, became famous, but I haven't had to deal with it in any sort of negative way. I've always appreciated when people come up to me and address that. Obviously my dad is he's a pretty good baseball player, but the way that I've handled it growing up was more of, I looked at him and modeled my life after him because he had dreams and aspirations and he pursued those. So I looked up to him in that way that I also have my own dreams that I'm chasing. And yes, he carved out a path for his life, and I'm learning how to do that for myself. So I'm kind of on that journey now, both in the content world and just life in general after college, to creating a name for myself and creating my own person. Rather than being Albert Pujols' son, I want to be AJ Pujols, Okay, moving on to the next question. What's your lowest score? My lowest score ever was a 67. That was just like a fun round that I had. I played, I believe it was Hillcrest Country Club in LA. Competitively, I shot a bogey-free 69 in college. It was actually at conference, my final year, my senior year. second to last round, I shot 69 bogey free, which was, I think, the second time it's ever been done in school history. So that was really cool. Okay, moving on to the next question. What's it like being a Good member, and how is Texas life? So the first part of that question, what's it like being a Good member? This is something that I've been dreaming of doing literally like my whole life. Like, this is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always been in love with videography and photography and editing and content creating. And that was my first passion. And then another passion that I have is golf. So being able to create an atmosphere, a platform where I can put the two together like Good, that's just a dream come true for me. Ultimately, back in January, December of last year, I had a conversation with Garrett on a balcony, and I was like, look, man, I'm willing to pick up my life and move it to Dallas if the opportunity ever presented itself. So this was something that would be something that I created. You know, obviously Garrett and I have had a friendship for the last 8 to 9 years. So being able to step into that in full faith, being my own person and being able to do something that I love and not something that I kind of half in or on the fence about. I was all in on content creating and wanting to do this. So being able to have that platform and that structure to do it is really just a dream come true for me. And the second half of that question, and how is Texas life? I absolutely love it here. It reminds me a lot of growing up in Missouri, growing up in Kansas for, you know, the early years of my life. That Southern hospitality has always been a part of me. So being able to come back to a place that has it just reminds me a lot of growing up in Missouri, and it makes me happy. It feels like a home away from home, like a second home for me, I guess. You know, Missouri will always be in my heart forever because that's where I was born and raised. And they have some really delicious barbecue. So the food here is great. Texas life is great. Being a Good member is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, moving on to the next question. The question got cut off a little bit, so I can't see who wrote this one. But the question is, would you ever be interested in making a video with Tiger when he's all healthy and well? 110% without question. Absolutely, I would love to film a video with Tiger, with Charlie, maybe doing like a father-son match. Even if it's just like an instructional video, whatever, even if it was a 5-minute video of just being able to hang out with Tiger, absolutely, I'd love to make a video with him. It doesn't necessarily have to be golf. If it was a sit-down conversation or just a meet and greet, whatever it would be, I would love to meet Tiger. Moving on to the next question. How do I get lessons from Good? Funny you ask. Good actually has a channel called Good Labs. It started, I think, a year or two into Good, and they just started making instructional videos for you guys. There's videos of each of the guys getting lessons on their swing, on putting, whatever it is. So Good has Good Labs, and I'll put that link actually in the description so you guys can see, and you can check that out. If you want to get lessons from Good, check out Good Labs. The next question, how has Good changed your life? This one is one of those questions that I, will sit back and think about when I'm like in my later ages. But right now, when I think about it, Good has changed my life in the aspects of how I look at the game of golf. Good has opened up so many doors and opportunities now. Even so early on in my career with them, it's allowed me to step into my passion, step into creating content, and step into really going all in on it. And it was hard during college because I had to, focus on school and focus on college golf and wasn't really able to give my all in the content side of things. But being able to be a part of Good now, it has allowed me to fully be 110% in on my content and allowed me to be creative and really just be committed to it. It's also very different from tournament golf because tournament golf, as some of you may know, puts a different type of pressure on you to be able to go out and compete and perform because at the end of the day you're playing for something, and if you're not successful you feel left sort of empty. But Good has created an environment for me to be able to go out to the golf course and play and have fun and enjoy it and get creative and be funny, be silly, do crazy things, try new things. So yeah, it's changed my life in the side of having freedom to create what kind of content I want to on the golf course and feel no pressure, but still also get to compete because at the end of the day we compete for bragging rights. So that's sort of what it is. All right, here's another question that is sort of a lot to think about, but it says, when you met Garrett, did he say you should join Good or did someone else offer? Well, when I met Garrett, back in high school, Good wasn't even a thing yet. So it wasn't like something that he was like, hey, I started this, like you should join. It was more of like we had a friendship for 4 years before he started it. And then once Good happened, they still are very successful throughout their first 3 years. And then when opportunities presented itself, I approached Garrett and I was like, hey man, I just want you to know that if any opportunity presented itself for me to be able to step into this with you and be along for the ride, I'd love to join. So the way that I kind of look at this is kind of like a diamond shape. A diamond is here and then it closes back at the top. Like Garrett and I started down here when we were in high school together. Both played golf on the same team, and we had been friends already for 4 years, from freshman to senior year. And then once college started for me and he started Good, we kind of like went this way. We still supported each other, but like we both chose our different directions, as people often do. And I played college golf for 4 years. He had started Good. And then as I came towards the end of my college career, I didn't really know where I was, headed yet. Garrett and I had stayed communicating, and as I was coming to the point of graduating, I just asked him if there was any possible way that we can make this work. And that's kind of where like the pyramid starts to come to a point again, because we started to meet up in the spring of 2023. And that's when the offer came to the table, where it was like, hey, look, like I will move down to Dallas if there's a position. And there was a position, everyone agreed on it. They were all in, I was all in, and that's kind of how it happened. We're gonna do 2 more questions for you guys. I've been enjoying this. This is a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having fun too, getting to know a little bit more about me and my story. The next question is, what's your favorite Good video you've been in? This is another one of those ones where it's like I can't pick one because there's so many that I've been in already that I've enjoyed. I'll try to make it quick, but I'll give you a few that have been my favorite. I'd say one of my first videos that I ever filmed with him out in California, it was a Stumps versus Twigs video. Another video that's probably one of my favorites is filming back in my home state, Missouri. We went to Dalhousie. It was the Good Cup championship video, the 2v2v2v2v2 scramble. That's my second favorite video I think I've ever been in with them, because it was like in my home state. We were competing for the cup, and just the energy, the competition, it was all flowing and it was high and it was fun. I'd say that would be like my second favorite video. Another favorite video that I really enjoy filming, I don't know if this video is gonna be out yet, but it is the Chicago meetup. That one was really fun to film. Chicago was electric. That was one of my favorite weeks that we've been on. So if you guys haven't seen that one yet, if it's not out, stay tuned, because that one's gonna be just absolutely insane. And then I'd say my fourth favorite video, my fourth favorite video that we've ever done was kicking off the road tour in New Jersey, playing at Seaview. I don't know what it was, but it was just like a core memory that I will always have. We started something all together in one place and finished it in Dallas with a big live fan meetup. But just starting those 9 to 10 days on the road with the boys, like playing that first video was just like something that I will always remember forever. And those are memories that I will have for the rest of my life on that tour bus traveling through the States. All right, guys, this is gonna be the final question of the video. Any plans for a Canada trip at all? We'd love to have you in Ontario 2024. I've been to Canada personally myself. As a group, we haven't quite been to Canada yet. That is something that, we're always looking for new places to go, and that could definitely be a location on our list. We're actually leaving for a good trip here in a few days, so I'm really excited for you guys to see where we're headed for that. All right, you guys, that is gonna wrap up this Q&A session. I hope you all enjoyed. This was so much fun, just being able to have like a one-on-one conversation with you all, being able to talk to the camera and just tell you my story, and let you guys know kind of what I've been through in my life's journey, what's brought me to this point, what are my goals and aspirations. So it's cool being able to share those with you. It means a lot to me to be able to have, your love and your support throughout my channel. And being there to support me with my goals and what I'd love to achieve. So thank you all for watching. As always, smash that thumbs up button. If you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button, make that thing turn from red. What's the color of it? If you guys enjoyed watching this video, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. If you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button right there, make that thing change some colors. Turn on those notification bells as well. And until next time, guys, we'll see you later.